Hey guys, this is Godzilla 2010, and today a trailer just came out for Gamera 2015, and the effects are terrible, but well, Gamera looked fine. They're probably going to improve it, and Gamera looked pretty good when the whole movie's done. But Gamera looked pretty decent for like the first trailer. Everything else looked really bad. But this is luckily going to be a very dark film, based off of what we saw. So it opens up with a kid running away from the gas, and his dad's right behind him. And when the gas eats his dad, and eventually, just bigger gas eats the gas that eats the kid's dad, and then Gamera comes in and stomps off that gas, and then, basically uses his fire breath thing on just a swarm of gases coming towards him, and he just kills them all. And it shows great detail in how the gas burned to death, which is good that they're showing lots of kaiju gore. I always like that, for some reason. And then we get to see new kaiju, and we're not even bothering to hide anything. They're just flat out showing us Gamera's suit design, which looks pretty good. I like his suit design. Very realistic for, a giant turtle, but still. I don't know if he flies in this one. I didn't get to see him fly, but he probably will if they give him the fire breath. But his roar sounds like an exact, rip out of the Heisei era roar. I'd be surprised if he actually made a new one, because it sounds exactly identical. Which is fine. That roar was still pretty cool. I'm glad they have that right, but I was kind of hoping that they do like a little bit of remix of it, so it sounds a little different, but it just sounds like they just copied and pasted it right into this movie. But yeah, when the trailer opens up, everything's CGI and it just looks really bad. Basically, it's a film that has, just imagine Godzilla PS3, but as a film, made entirely with CGI. That's what this trailer looked like. It just looked the exact same quality as Godzilla PS3. I'm not even joking. It looked exactly the same. Like, it looked good for a video game if it was, but for a movie, it was just terrible. It was really bad at special effects, and I really hope they fix that, But this film could, not be out for next 2 years, so they have plenty of time, to upgrade the special effects. So I'm not going to hammer it too hard, with its effects not being good, because it's the first trailer. Special effects never look good on the first trailer. Like even Jurassic World, I thought the special effects in that film were really good, but those first couple of trailers, people were saying that they weren't that good, and they probably weren't. I just didn't really notice. But yeah, this does not look too good. Like everyone's, really amazed by this because Gamera looked really cool. Gamera does look pretty cool in this, and they're playing the orchestra music, which is really cliche. Like it's the cliche kind, not the good kind of orchestra, which is pretty sad. Hopefully you have the Gamera theme from the Heisei trilogy, because if they do it, that would definitely add more to the theme of this movie. But so far I haven't heard any music tracks that I've liked, even though it's just a couple from the trailer. But still, they didn't sound all that good. I can barely even remember one, really. I can remember 2 seconds of one, but that's because I had to keep on going through it to get good screenshots, for the thumbnail. And yeah, it wasn't really that good, but there could be better tracks. I don't know. Hopefully it's not that cliche, opera kind of thing, or it just has the people singing. Or, I don't know. It's a cliche thing you just don't really care about, and or it's supposed to make you kind of feel excited, kind of add emotion to it, but it just doesn't. It just makes it cliche. But yeah, for the first trailer, it's okay. I do hope they improve the effects. The acting was fairly decent. I didn't really stand out all that much. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to really talk about this. The new monster seems interesting, but the new monster didn't look that good either. The only actual good effects in this was Gamera himself, which he should be given the most attention. But that doesn't mean that you should only focus on Gamera and not focus on anything else, and that's just going to make everything else look bad. You can't take Gamera seriously or, actually enjoy a film if there's only one thing that looks good. And the film is very visual. That's, it's very visual when you have, giant monsters in your film. It's supposed to be very visual based. And if your monsters don't look good in a serious, dark kaiju movie, then it's not gonna be taken seriously. It needs to look, pretty decent. So you don't just look at kaiju and say, oh, that's fake, and it loses its tone. It needs to keep you, interested in the story, interested in the action. It needs to keep you inside the film. Because as soon as it, you lose interest, then you're gonna see all the mistakes we did, and it's just gonna become more obvious, where we did wrong. And that's really how, that's really how I don't hope this, goes down, or just first time you see Gamera, he looks really bad, and you start to notice all these little problems in story and acting, like, all these little mistakes he doing, like, transitions and everything. But, I hope that doesn't happen in this film. I do hope they do improve, all the problems are in this trailer, but this is definitely, a good starting point. There might not even be actual footage in the movie. This could be just like stuff they threw out there so they can say, we're still working on this, here's the thing that we're working on. But yeah, whenever there's a Dark Gamera film, of course there has to be, gas everywhere. Obviously. Because we can't do anything without those gals. Like, what else are we supposed to do to show how Gamera's powerful? Anyways. Yeah, of course Gamera is still apparently the friend of the children because he protects the kid. Yeah. I hope they don't emphasize on that too much. But, anyways, that's really only half of this. I've also heard about, there's supposed to be a new Ultraman film? I haven't seen anything of that, but I've just heard that. Every here and there. I'll see if I can find more on that. Anyways, so like, comment, subscribe, all this good stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, this is going to come out in 2016 or 2017. We haven't specified on when we're releasing it. Which is a sign we're not anywhere near being done with it. Which is a good sign, but this didn't look all that good because it means it's still work in progress, and that's perfectly fine. So anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later.